last week we talked about, or in lesson 2, we talked about how to get from side mount to mount, all right? But then sometimes I get to people and they get to mount and they're like, what should I do here? Or what do I do once I get here? And I was like, so this is the next step. So we talked about putting all your weight on top of somebody, guys, and getting on both hands on the mat and hooking in between the legs, guys. Now the whole point of us doing that is for me to keep him in this position. It's harder for him to move, it's harder for him to bridge, it's harder for him to carry me if I'm putting all my weight on top. Once he stops doing that, now I can start walking my knees up higher, guys, and I can start sitting on his belt. Once I start sitting on him, he's gonna either defend, right, or he's gonna start attacking me. That means like not necessarily escaping, but he's like, get off me, man. He's gonna push. If he puts his hands on me, I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did right now. Get underneath his wrist, guys, drop it all the way down to the mat and start finishing into the Americana. Or my favorite thing to do is to learn how to use it with leverage. So let's say he's defending, all right? He's not letting me get into the arm lock. I can't get underneath, I can't get into the choke, I can't do anything else. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start attacking. Whichever arm is on top, that's the one I'm gonna start attacking, all right? So it's really important. When I get to this position here and I start pushing, you know, if he lets me, well, I'll just open him up and start doing it. If he's strong, Chris is the strongest guy I know. And say, if you guys don't know this, Chris goes to CrossFit 6 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And he's beats everybody, and all the weights he lifts them. He lifts all the weights. So this guy's super strong, and he's holding on. Sometimes I don't want to use my arms to start pushing and breaking free. I want to use my weight. So if I'm here, stay strong, and I'm trying to push him, and I'm trying to move with just my hand, my arm power, sometimes this doesn't work, all right? But if I start putting all my weight on him, wait, hold on. What are you going to CrossFit all these days and you're not even going to hold on to that? You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is I'm going to lock out my arms and I'm going to bend and I'm going to press all my weight through his arm. There's nothing he can do. However much I weigh, that's what I'm pushing through that arm. Does that make sense or not? Don't get into this habit of trying to fight. You understand? Because the moment you get somebody stronger and he has a stronger fight than you, then you're not going to be able to win. You understand? But if you learn how to use your weight, so look at my hand. My hand is on the elbow. My hand is on the wrist. And all I'm going to do is I'm not going to sit back here. I'm going to sit right on top of it until he opens up. Once he opens up, now I can be a jerk and land my elbow right into his face. Try not to hurt your partner. But my elbow goes in. I hold on to him. And it's right next to his neck. My hand is going to come underneath. I grab my own wrist. And now I drag all the way down. And then I start lifting up to finish into the lock, all right? So let's do this again. Can you turn just a little bit? Right around there. Ready? So again, if he switches hands, let's say he has the other hand on top. Do I still go for the one on the bottom? No, it's too hard. I just switch and go to the one on top. You understand? Switch on this side so they can see. So from here, I'm going to elbow. I'm going to palm the elbow, palm the wrist, and I am not using my thumbs, all right? Usually if I grab with my thumb, there's always an exit here. I always try to grab on top and keep in position. So watch what I do. Here and here, put all your weight on top until he breaks free. Once I get to here, elbow down, I lock down, look at my hand. I'm not using my thumb. If I grab with a thumb, he can just kick out. I want to hug all the way around on the other side. Once I grab here, he can't kick out, he can't go through the mat, and he can't go through my hand. I'm too heavy. Does that make sense? And now when I dig my hand underneath, thumb stays together, locks up on my wrist, like I'm covering my watch, bring it all the way down to my knee, and then finish off. Don't let the hand stay up here. He wants to be up here because look at how much movement he has. All right? I want to bring it all the way down. Now he has way less movement, and that's where he's tapping out. Look how much movement, and then he taps out. You see that? So every single time, wherever he is, drive it all the way down to the knee, and then start lifting up. I'm sorry. Don't do that fast. I did that too fast. You can hurt somebody because the thing about it is that some people's shoulders are tighter than others, all right? So make sure you go slow, bring it down, and then start lifting up. Up here, this is how much my elbow can go. Look how high my hand is, and look at how much my shoulder can move, all right? Once down here, this is as far as I can move my elbow. Imagine if he moves it all the way up here. It's going to hurt my shoulders, it's going to hurt everything in between. Does that make sense or not? Ready? And sometimes, if you do break, it might not even be the shoulder. It might be on top of the elbow, might be below the elbow, might be the elbow itself. You understand? So any of these, it's supposed to be a shoulder lock, but depending on how they're moving, how they're fighting, or what's weakest also, you got to think about that too. Last time, palm the elbow, palm the wrist, Start dragging or driving all your weight on top. Once it breaks free, my hand goes under. I come under and I start locking up. Pull it all the way down and then lift up. Don't let his hand come up off the mat. All right? Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions? Ready? We're on mount. We're doing our Americana. What's the name of it? Americana. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's do it.